What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And the NBA All-Star fan votes are officially in for the second time. Let's talk about it.
Bees! AB the Hero, back at it, baby.
All right, so it is official. So we talked about this earlier in this month, I believe it was January 7th when the initial votes came out, and we had some of our guys in good position. We had LaMelo Ball sitting there at 5th position, and in my head, my dog Zoe was like at about 12, right? And there was a bunch of pushes. I think that you had some pushes for me trying to rally that fan vote. We started seeing once he came back out of health and safety protocols, a lot of the Bulls folks was like, yo, how do we get Zoe in here? And I think that before he went out on health and safety protocols, my man was on a run that was really, to me, propelling him to like the conversation, right? From not being in the conversation to being in the conversation. When it comes to LaMelo Ball, we've seen that everybody right now is expecting him to make an all-star debut, right? You go to NBA.com and they say what players are next up to make a debut this year, and it's Ja Morant and LaMelo Ball. Those are the two guys who are expected to make that jump. Now, if we look at this list here, we see that, and I was hoping that my dog was going to make a bigger jump, but still at 5th place. We've seen things shift around a bit where James Harden was number 2 as an East guard. He's dropped down to number 4, and Trae Young has eclipsed him. Zach LaVine is holding strong at that 3rd spot. I was hoping to see some traction with my man LaMelo Ball, especially because we had the big baller himself come out and then make some content for LaMelo. We also had the Buzz City stuff going on with the Hornets. However, I have been saying this for a while. The Hornets are posting their Twitter votes completely wrong. At first I thought maybe that's an accident, but conspiracy theorists are in my ear saying maybe it's on purpose, maybe it's the bag, but that's neither here nor there. Some other big jumps that we see, we look at DeMar DeRozan, who basically has solidified himself as a guard for the Eastern Conference. Those huge games that he had, culminating in 2 back-to-back game winners, pretty much solidified him as a starter in the Eastern Conference. We seeing, let's see, any big moves? Not too much jumping around here. Like I said, James Harden dropped from number 2. Kyrie Irving is pressing his way up the list. The way it looks, he's trying to catch LaMelo and take that 5th spot. We got guys like Devin Booker staying the same. Klay Thompson still in position. Ja Morant made the jump to number 2 over Luka Doncic, and Ja's been hooping. Here's the tough part about what's happening right now, right? If we go look at LaMelo Ball, and you see, and this is why I was saying that there's an opportunity to have a real push for Lonzo way back when, is because these things happen in real time. If you can put games together, folks are ready to vote for you. When they put the highlight there and they say vote this dude in, that helps. And so we look at LaMelo, who to me did not have as big a jump. We see DeMar DeRozan go from 1.5 basically to 3 million, right? And so that's damn near 100% jump. And we see LaMelo maybe make a 40% jump, as far as, you know what I mean, he's not, you know what I mean, climbing the charts as fast as other folks would think he is. But if we go down here and we look at my man's last 5 games, you can see those all-star MVP conversation performances really has not had much of those, right? We look at last night versus Philly, or a night or so ago versus Philly, 13 points. You got the assist and the rebounds, but you know, if folks want to see the man score. They want to see him get saucy, get busy, and all that stuff. A couple nights ago, I can guarantee you that the vote shot up. That game versus Milwaukee when he hit the game winner. Big deal. Those big moments really help you and impact you a lot, right? But here we go. 23, 19, 12, 18, the kind of scoring has been up and down, and that's really plays a big part. And really what's affecting my dog is shooting from behind the arc right now. 0% the last night, 33, 28, 30. So in the games where he's going off, we start seeing him shoot 50 to 40, 40 to 50 to 60% at times from behind the arc. And so that's really affected him in the short term. And we go look at Zoe, was really making a push, but then you see the point totals here, kind of same thing, up and down, returning that first game with only 3 points coming out of that time he spent in health and safety protocols. We seen the assist and rebound numbers go up, which is good for him overall, because I think if my man can total out the season about 14.77, like, and with the 2 steals and a block, that's a solid season for a guard here. And you see that him consistently is doing it on the defense end, 3 steals, 2 steals, 3 steals, 3 steals, 2 a block, you know what I mean? So I think that in totality, I think that it's going to look good for Zoe as far as the year is concerned, but it's tough because when you look at the headlines, right? And this is, to me, is a part of what all of this is. When it comes to the votes and it comes to folks who people going to vote for and all of this, you look at these headlines here and you see Lonzo Ball makes mark across scoreboard. That's solid, right? That's solid. Lonzo Ball strong all around outing. That's solid. Lonzo Ball subdued effort in return. You know what I mean? Those is that it's just tough. We go here and look at the headlines that they got here for LaMelo, and it's the same thing, right? Right in the moment when you are looking for an all-star pattern, you want it to be like on one. LaMelo hits a game winner. Oh, bam, that's great. LaMelo double and win. That's great. LaMelo Ball, not his best game Sunday. LaMelo excellent and win. LaMelo pedestrian and win. It's just too rocky, right? Especially when you guys got, let's see what my man DeMar DeRozan here, who's been going off and made the, like I said, a huge jump and solidified himself at that #1 spot. We can go here and look at some of the headlines that we got from DeMar. So the most recent game, not great. DeMar DeRozan posts rare quiet line Wednesday. DeMar DeRozan sniffs triple-double and win. DeMar DeRozan puts up 20 points and loss. DeMar DeRozan drains another game winner. DeMar DeRozan. So you see what I'm saying? These headlines is why you see his stuff bubbling up, and then we see some of my guys starting to, you know what I mean, slide back a little bit. But I think that we're going to see LaMelo Ball make his appearance and debut in this all-star game this year, because when it comes down to not the fan votes, and there's coaches and then there is player voting, if you look at this list and the guys behind him, players and coaches are not voting Kyrie Irving into the all-star game over LaMelo Ball. The fans might do it, but players and coaches are not doing it. Players and coaches are not voting Derrick Rose into the All-Star game over LaMelo Ball. I don't think that they're voting Darius Garland in, or Jaylen Brown, Fred VanVleet, or Derrick Rose into the All-Star game over LaMelo Ball, considering how good the Hornets are looking lately, and taking down some giants in the Eastern Conference. Just took down Philly, just took down Milwaukee. I just don't see them making that call and keeping him out once it gets to a place where it's players and coaches. I think that we've seen consistently from post-game interviews, when players and coaches start talking about LaMelo Ball, that, you know, they know that he's one of those guys. So I think that will, you know what I mean, catapult him in here. I think obviously you're gonna see a Zach LaVine and a James Harden make their appearances as well, but I think that my man LaMelo is right there with him. Just on account of how good he's playing, but then also I think there's a star power factor that comes with being an all-star that he has, and folks notice it and they respect it. So solid. These fan votes are not what I was hoping for, but you know what, man, it's a good place. It's good to see him on the list and high up on it this year. Last year was devastating because I believe, if we remember correctly, that my man wasn't even on the list when it first jumped off, and we weren't seeing no promo from the Hornets, no promo from even him or just folks around the situation. So it's good to see everybody speaking up and really putting work in. Here's one thing that I will say. And before I finish this final point, I want to say, the Discord server, I'll switch. The Discord server is back open. You know what I'm saying? If y'all interested, make sure y'all pull up. I'm gonna have the link to join in the description. Is gonna be we slow opening it just so a lot of people don't want it to get too crazy, but it's cool. Every time I post a video, you'll be able to get that. I got some of my favorite YouTubers and guys in the community here. You'll be able to see their videos when they post them. If you got an idea, you like, hey B, bro, you should talk about this, you'll be able to drop that there. If you got a video that you want me to react to or something like that, you'll be able to drop that there. We got all of the news and stuff here. We get in here and talk and you know what I mean, catch up after games, and all of that conversation happens on the Discord server. So make sure y'all join there. One of the things that I wanted to point out here, and it is my man Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know if you've seen this, but Karl Anthony Towns is probably one of the only players in the NBA that I've seen like actively promoting himself to join to be an all-star. And he has a YouTube channel in which he like reacts and does content and all that stuff. And I'm be honest, I was like, ain't no way I'm voting for Karl Anthony Towns. I watched some of the content, I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna vote for. So there's some power in being one of those guys who are willing to promote yourself. I just think that a lot of these dudes don't want to be that guy who's like, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. And that's what we're seeing from a lot of them. But it is what it is. Your main man, ABD Hero. We are going to get up out of here. And I appreciate y'all, man, to tap in with y'all a little bit later. We got more content coming for this weekend. We've been slow rolling as of late. I just ain't been, you know what I'm saying, I was sick a couple weeks ago, and I'm just trying to get my stuff back together, man. So I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, keep me in your positive thoughts and all of those things, man. It's your main man, ABD Hero. We getting up out of here.
She the hero. No, not peace. Plus one, triple B's. We out.
There it is.